So now, basing on the formula given above, we will answer an example which will summarize all the given formula there. And here is an example which is saying the first three terms of a geometric progression are 6 plus n, 10 plus n, and 15 plus n. Find A, the value of n, the common ratio, that is B. C, the sum of the first 6 terms of this sequence, D, the 11th term, E, the nth term, F, sum to infinity, and lastly, the geometric mean of 256 and 1024. So now let's try to see how we can handle such questions. So they are saying the first three geometric terms are 6 plus n, 10 plus n, and we have the last one, 15 plus n. So this shows that this is the first term, that is the second term, and that is the third term. Now the first question is saying find the value of n. So finding the value of n, you use the formula for the common ratio where you say second term divided by first term is equal to third term divided by the second term. So we said this is the first term, second term, and that is the third term. So now answering this one, here is the second term, we'll put 10 plus n. So this is 10 plus n over the first term is 6 plus n, which is equal to third term, it is 15 plus n over the second term, which is 10 plus n. Then here what you do is cross multiplication. On cross multiplication, this will be 10 plus n in brackets times 10 plus n in brackets, which is equal to 6 plus n in brackets, so 15 plus n, brackets like that. Then we expand this. This will be 10 times 10, which is 100. Then 10 times n, it will be plus 10n. Okay, come to this one, 10 times n times 10 there, it will give us plus 10n. Then n times n to be n squared. This is also, we do the same on the other side, 6 times 15 there. Use a calculator to answer that. 6 times 15 to give you 90 there. So you write 90 plus 6 times n to be 6n. Continue. This will be n times 15 now, that is 15n, and n times n to be plus n squared. Okay, so now here we now collect like terms. So this is 100 plus 10n plus 10n, that will be 20n plus n squared. This is equal to 90 plus 6n plus 15n, that is 21n plus n squared. Let's correct like terms. So we are going to have 20n minus 21n plus n squared minus n squared. This will come on the other side and the 100 will go on this side. This is equal to 90 minus 100. Then 20n minus 21n, it is just n. N squared minus n squared, it is a 0 there. So this will be equal to 90 minus 100, that will be negative 10. So here when we say 20n minus 21n, it gives us negative n. Then we divide by negative 1, negative 1. Finally, n will be equal to positive 10. So this is the answer for n. Then the next question is the common ratio. Next question is this one, find the common ratio. So finding the common ratio, this is B, trying to find the common ratio. Common ratio is given by second term divided by first term. So our second term is 10 plus n, so it will be equal to 10 plus n divided by the first term is 6 plus n. Then the common ratio will be, since n is 10, to be 10 plus 10 over 6 plus 10. And this r finally to be 10 plus 10, that is 20 over 16. Then r is equal to 20 divided by 16. There, just leave the common ratio in a fraction. You say the number that can go into 16 and 20, it is just 4 there. So 4 to give us 5, then 4 there to give us 4. So the common ratio we have is 5 over 4. And the next question is the sum of the first 6 terms. Sum of the first 6 terms of this sequence. Okay, remember the formula that we use for the sum of terms. Here is question solution for question C. So sum of terms, since the common ratio there is greater than 1, then the sum of terms, we use this formula where we say first term multiplied by r to the power n minus 1, then over r minus 1. The reason why we are using this formula is because r is greater than 1 there. Okay, then they are saying how many terms? 6 terms is equal to first term we can find by saying a is equal to 6 plus n, which is the same as 6 plus 10, and this is giving us 16. Then we continue here. Sum of 6 terms will be equal to the first term, which is 16, in brackets there. We are having the common ratio 5 over 4 to the power 6, since we are calculating how many terms, the sum of 6 terms, minus 1, then divide by the common ratio 5 over 4 minus 1 there. Okay, then sum of 6 terms, just use a calculator to answer 5 over 4 to the power 6. So here we are having 6, then we open the bracket, 16 there, open the bracket, say open bracket 5 divided by 4, then power 6. Okay, it is giving 3.8, 3.81. So say this is 3.81. Just collect the number 3 significant figures minus 1 in brackets over when we say 5 divided by 4 minus 1, it is giving us 1 over 4. In decimal points it is 0.25. So this is 0.25. Then sum of 6 terms will be equal to, just multiply everything there by saying, use your calculator to say 3.81 minus 1, you get that answer, then multiply it with 16 there, just say times 16, you're having that answer, then we divide it by 0.25. So divide by 0.25. Answer we're having is 179.84. So sum of 6 terms was equal to 179.84. So now in the exam they say you can leave your answer correct to 3 significant fingers according to the instruction. So sum of 6 terms will be equal to 180. Why? Because if you cut here on the decimal point, the number which is after the decimal point, it is 8. So there to become 10, hence we write a 0, then there 8. So this is the answer, sum of 6 terms. Then the next question is the 11th term. Find the 11th term. How do we find the 11th term? It's very simple to do. Just use the same formula we said how to find the number of what? The number of terms. So finding the 11th term, which is question D. So the solution for question D is here. Number of terms is given by the formula first term times the common ratio to the power n minus 1. So they have said the 11th term. So here it will be T11 is equal to the first term. We are having 16 there. Then times the common ratio, it is 5 over 4 to the power 11 there minus 1. So this is 16 in brackets 5 over 4, 11 minus 1 that gives us 10. Then this will be equal to, use your calculator to find 5 over 4 to the power 10. So just say 5, say open bracket, 5 divided by 4, you close your bracket there, then you say power 10. It is giving us 9.313. So we'll write 16 times 9.313 there brackets, then you multiply this answer by 16. 9.313 times 16 gives you 149 as the answer. So this will be 149 as the 11th term. Then the next question is the nth term. Nth term. How do we find the nth term? Something very simple to do. That is the solution for E. The 11th term, using the same formula that we used to calculate the number of terms, but in the final answer there should be n. In the final answer you should have n. So this will be number of terms is equal to first term times r to the power n minus 1. So the nth term will be equal to first term given 16. The common ratio that we have is 5 over 4. Then n there minus 1. So since they have said the nth term, and here you can't say 16 times 5 over 4. Why? Because 5 over 4 has that power, hence you end here for the nth term, end here for the nth term. Then we have question F, solution for that. It is saying sum to what? Sum to infinity. So it is saying you need to find the sum to infinity. Okay, so finding the sum to infinity, given by the formula sum to infinity is equal to first term then over 1 minus r. So with the question that we have, since the common ratio is greater than 1, you can't be asked to find the sum to infinity. But in a situation where the common ratio is less than 1, expect a question on sum to infinity. Then the last question is saying the geometric mean of 256 and 1024. So GM given by square root of AC. Then there you just say this is the square root of 256 times 1024. 256 times 1024. Then there you get your calculator, then say 256, open the square root, then in brackets you say 256 times 1024, then you close the bracket there to give you 512. So there the geometric mean is 512 as our final answer. So this is a summary of the topic called the geometric progression. This is a summary of the topic called the geometric progression. We started from here. This is a solution for A, solution for B, solution for C, here it is, and the solution for D, E, F, and the h. For f, we said since the common ratio is not less than 1, they can't ask such a question unless if it is less than 1. Remember, don't forget to subscribe to this channel as I upload more videos. The next topic on this one, it will be AP for paper 1. Thank you.